showdown that comes into play. You've won here at Bristol. You've won in Atlanta. So I'm sure you'd like to get that win to get into that Sprint Summer Showdown next week in Atlanta and also get some extra bonus points.
Yeah, we talked about that in the hauler. Bob Osborne says he's been entering as much as he can. I don't know if he can actually be part of the fan winning thing, but he has actually been trying to participate. So if you see Bob extra excited, in the next 2 weeks if we win, that'll be why. But this race is big for us. Last week was very frustrating. We had a spark plug that was bad. We sent it back to the manufacturer, and they're trying to figure out exactly what was wrong with it. But that was a heartbreaker. We had such a great race car, and we're just coming here, with the same mindset, just to go for the win. We've got 90 points on 11th place, so we feel like we can really go for it. And we've had good luck here, and our car is very fast. We've got the Aflac Dental paint scheme, and it'd be nice to have all those teeth in the same place on the front of that car when it's over with. And I think if we can do that, if we can stay out of trouble, if we can qualify like I think we can, like we seem to, with the speed that we've had so far today, it's going to be a good race.
All right, we'll take questions now for Carl. We'll start right here with Dave and move around.
Yeah, Carl, Dave Rodman with NASCAR.com. I'll start off with a two-parter. Is your car as good as it looked in these two practice sessions here at Bristol?
I don't know if it looks really good, but I think Jimmy is real fast. I think his car is very good. I think everyone is so close. It's just going to be a track position race, and so with that being said, I think qualifying is going to be very important. A good pit stall is going to be huge, and but I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. It's really neat to be that fast in practice, but we got to go race still.
And looking ahead to Atlanta, how critical is that venue? Not only as a potential win for you, but with 5 1.5s in the chase. Yeah. I mean, how important is Atlanta? Well,
Atlanta is always really special to me and to our team. I mean, we've run well there. We've had a lot of really great days there. But it is an indicator of how your chances are going to be at the mile and a half coming after that, and those are the really important ones. So we'll go to Atlanta with pull out all the stops, do everything we would want to do in the chase. That was kind of our mission on Sunday at Michigan. We said, all right, we told the pit crew, just go for it. Do whatever you guys wanted to do all year. If you make mistakes, it's no problem. I was going to go for it, and we had the rug pulled out from under us there with that spark plug. So Atlanta will be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that one. Hopefully we'll run well enough here that there won't be any pressure with the points. Hopefully we have a decent night here at Bristol, and we'll just go to Atlanta for, it'll just be a fun race for us. That's cool.
Go ahead, Monty.
Monty Dutton, Gaston Gazette. Carl, I don't claim this is anything but the most cruel of coincidences, but I'm sure that somebody has talked to you or you have over the fact that most of the people in this room and in stage, screen, in Hollywood was of the very strong opinion that you couldn't possibly win a championship if you didn't make up your mind on what you're going to do. And since you've made up your mind on what you're going to do, you have immediately dropped from first to fourth in the point standings.
Yeah, I should have held out longer, huh? Right. Yeah. Well, I don't think that the stroke of the pin on the line there affected the spark plug on Sunday. I think it's just racing luck right now. We had cars on Sunday that were very good, cars that could have won that race out of the Roush Fenway camp. I felt like ours was one of them. We've got a fast car here, but yeah, it's kind of an interesting coincidence. I thought about that a little bit. Yeah.
Go ahead, Dustin.
Dustin Long, Landmark Newspapers. Carl, in 08, 2010, when you had the runs, top fours to the finish in the chase, what was the pressure like? How strenuous was that mentally on you? And was 2010 different from 08? And do you expect it to be different this year? What have you learned from each of those experiences? Are they that vastly different, or is it similar?
I learned a lot. I didn't realize how much I was learning in 2008. When I look back on 2008, and it was just fun. It was all coming together. Everything was working out, and I don't know if I took it seriously enough that, hey, this is an opportunity to win the Sprint Cup Series championship. This is a huge opportunity, and I wrecked at Talladega, and then we had trouble at Charlotte, the ignition trouble, and all of a sudden, I was like, man, it was going so well. What went wrong there? So I was probably a little bit. I learned from that you can't take steps backwards, especially in the chase. You have to plug forward. You have to. You can't hurt yourself because there are things that are going to happen that are outside of your control, like that spark plug last week or the ignition boxes. If something like that happens, you can't add to it. So I learned a lot there. 2010 was much different because we didn't really have a shot at winning the championship, but we kind of in our minds, in my mind at least, and all of us talked about it. The plan at the end of 2010 was just to go for it, do everything as if we were racing for the championship. And we came on very strong. We finished very well. So I look at that as kind of a practice round for 2011, and hopefully we can apply all that stuff.
Everybody's different, I understand that, but it sounds like, in listening to how Jimmy Johnson's described it, it sounds like going through this chase is like the most arduous thing that you. I mean, and I don't know how to compare it to, or I don't know if it's like climbing some kind of mountain or something. Is there a way to kind of explain maybe to the fan or to give even myself a better sense of what, and I know everybody's different, but just I get the sense that it's the most taxing thing. Yeah. It's childbirth for a male, the way Jimmy Johnson seems to describe. So I don't know.
What's the guy's name that climbed Everest first? What's his name? Yeah, he's the one who said it's not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves. I think that kind of, when you go through something like the chase, and for me it's not been the chase, it's been leading up to it. And when we were watching TV a minute ago, and we were looking at the wild card stuff and all the things that could happen, I said, man, that looks like it'd be stressful. Bob said, don't you remember? I mean, we've been through that a number of times, and those times are very tough. And I guess I've only had a couple shots at the championship, and I haven't, maybe wrongly, but I haven't looked at the chase that way. It hasn't felt that, like this massive amount of pressure. I've always gone into it, and when things are going well, I've been having a good time, and then when they don't, like I said earlier, I look back and think, hey, maybe I should have been taking that a little more seriously. I feel bad for Jimmy, though, if it was that stressful to win all those championships. That's bad. I hope if we win it, I have a good time with it.